Welcome, everybody, to LaserPants Live, Episode 7. How's Boom? It's not Pow. Pow is like copyrighted by Dan Who. Maybe Boom? I'll go with Boom. Maybe one day I'll have channel members and there will be exclusive Boom emojis to use in the chat. What's going on, everyone? Happy Hump Day. Welcome to LaserPants Live, Episode 7. Once again, I am your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. I am joined tonight by my good buddy from the frigid Midwest, Jeremy.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, have you thought about, instead of Boom, what about Yowza?
Yowza!
Yowza!
How about Don't You Know? That's where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, man? Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it has been a little bit, hadn't it? Fantastic. Just, plugging away at work and everything and, collecting when I can, but I'm mainly pretty damn busy with work. So
you're employed?
I am. Yeah. Wow. Gainfully employed.
Man. Okay. Well.
Yeah, it's crazy. I passed
Stranger
a background
things.
check somewhere.
Yep. Very thirsty today. It was cold and rainy here, which is
in Seattle. It was rainy. Really.
It's been hot lately. I don't want to talk about the weather.
Appreciate that update, man. I would have never thought.
Yeah. Oh, did you catch the Hasbro Pulse live stream today?
No, I didn't catch it. I was at work, but I did catch some screen grabs. So very excited to talk about that.
I was at work too.
Yeah.
Didn't stop me. Hi, boss. Hope my boss is not watching.
Yeah.
Sometimes he watches with his wife.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
That's one of those things I have going for me is like professionally wise, nobody has any idea that I'm involved in any of this kind of stuff, right? if I were to bring him down to the Fortress of Smallitude here, my toy room.
Fortress of Smallitude. I like that.
It's a small room, like the roof is at like 6'3".
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't fit in there. Like my head would drag on the ceiling. I
know. So I had to find these bookshelves specifically for their height. And luckily IKEA makes these and they come in and right at 6'1". So I'm like scraping them in here.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's cool though. It's cozy.
That's why it's the Fortress of Smallitude, man.
It's a hobbit hole. Hey, look at this. Look at this. We got a super chat. Articulated Chad. I am really starting to like this guy.
He's a good guy.
You, not so much. Don't like you.
But
Articulated Chad, he's all right.
Yeah.
He sends super chats. He says, showing some love right off the bat before I get yelled at for being on here at my kiddo's school open house. Will stay as long as I can. That is good parenting.
Hey, priorities, Chad. You got to have your priorities, dude.
What is it? Is it elementary? Is it like, are they in kindergarten? It's not important. No. As long as they don't eat Play-Doh, he's not running around there. Look, what happened? You're gone. Kindergarten open house is not important. Thank you, Articulated Chad. He's gonna have you on his show on Sunday, right?
I am. Yeah, Joe's talking Joe, man.
What does that mean? G.I. Joe?
So like Joe is like a generic term for just like soldier. You know what I mean? Like you say, hey, give me 10 Joes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So,
okay. Are you being serious?
I am. Yeah, Joe is it's a pretty commonly accepted term in the Army.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to talk about some Marvel Legends tonight. I don't have a guest host, unfortunately. Maybe if anyone in the chat wants to come in, you can PM me on Instagram. I'll bring you in. Oh, there he is in the green room crying. Get a tissue. Oh, not with the snot bubbles. I'll bring you back in. All right. Yep. Are you drinking on my show?
I am.
Good. All right.
What are you sipping on?
I got some Kirkland brand water.
Nice.
from Kirkland Faucets, and then a little whiskey and soda.
You're chasing the whiskey with water?
No, whiskey and soda, but I gotta hydrate.
Okay.
I gotta hydrate.
I'm drinking a white trash Bud Light, man. That's what I do.
Nice. All right. DZW75. Thank you very much, sir. He says, can't watch tonight. I'll have to catch it in the morning. Have a great show. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And DZW75, the winner of our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, he got that SH Figure Arts Deadpool. And I talked to Bobby. That gold-headed Steel Brigade is on the way.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that was a great giveaway.
Yeah.
Greg says, I'm so spiteful. Yes. Yes, I am. Very much so. And Dan, who wants to know, don't you guys in the U.S. also call a cup of coffee a cup of Joe?
Cup of Joe as well. Yep.
Joe.
That's a commonly used term as well. Yeah.
Yeah, not so much anymore. All right. Let's get into it, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
What'd you think of these legends? Were you blown away?
I was I was bored, man. I thought this was a snooze fest. Yeah, I couldn't find a way to get excited about this, man. What about you?
We are not allowed to be negative on this show.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Watch it.
This look, this 5-pack might scratch the itch for somebody out there, but it's not this guy. Yeah.
Are you a big comic book reader? Did you know who any of these guys are?
I knew a couple of them are. There's that the one that looks like a fly. I think his name is the Fly, right?
We don't got to get into him yet, but
okay.
But just say no.
What, that I don't read comic books very often?
Right. You don't know any of these characters.
Oh, no, I do not. No.
Yeah. Not even Molten Man, because he was in the MCU as a hologram.
Nope. No, not familiar. I was kind of a not really a diehard comic reader. I had a pretty good collection, but it was like the mainstream stuff, you know. I was
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was doing like Spider-Man and like the Avengers books. I wasn't really doing like the you know, like the individual, you know, like character books and stuff. So
look, I'm just saying these are all Spider-Man villains. So
I believe you, but they're just ones that I don't know.
Yeah, D-list at best. But yeah, Molten Man. You get the Sunfire body in a yellow pea colored plastic. I don't know what you would really want out of a Molten Man. They did the MCU Build-A-Figure before, which everyone called a gold turd.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's the thing about the figure and the character is that I don't know enough about it to say that it's not accurate. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's accurate enough. I always imagine him on a bigger buck, but I don't think his size is consistent because he's Molten Man, right?
Right.
The flames are a little lackluster. I wish they would have. I just wish there was overall more color in this thing.
It's the same stuff that Johnny Storm came with, right?
Yeah, it's the Johnny Storm body and the hands, the flames around his neck. He's just more gold. Here you can see a real contrast between the color of the plastic and the limbs and the chest.
Okay, gotcha.
Crotch. Like the chest and the crotch look like gold, and then these look like lemon yellow, almost in his head. But yeah, Molten Man, whatever. But hey, you know what? I gotta say, first time in the line. It's always okay with me if they put out a character they've never done before.
For sure.
And the MCU Molten Man doesn't count. Because someone out there wants to build their elementals. And we already got Hydro Man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take your word for that too. Yeah, I just don't know, man.
I gotta hold on. Next time, have rectangular on for Marvel Legends.
Yeah, I highly suggest that you find some better guests for the show because.
Well, usually you're funny on the show and you're good. Not tonight. I don't know what happened.
I'm having an off night.
Did you suffer a stroke recently?
No.
Oh.
No, not a stroke per se.
Stick your tongue out. Let me check.
I think I got the C word again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay.
Greg says this will be, what do you say, discount basement
Yes. This will be on discount. So
there was another 6-pack. Well, so this is a 5-pack. There was a 6-pack. I can't remember what the wave was, but you could get it for like $70 now.
No, probably Alpha Flight.
It was the Alpha Flight pack. Yeah, you get it for like $70.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, I guess we'll just say this is an Amazon exclusive 5-pack. So if you're familiar with Amazon exclusives, at multi-packs in particular with Marvel Legends, they go on clearance almost 100% of the time. The one exception I can think of is the MCU Children of Thanos. That one sold out actually relatively quick, and it came back at full price and sold out again. So I never saw that one go to clearance, but everything else has gone to clearance and been decently discounted. So the fact that this 5-pack is a bunch of weird characters that most, like your average collector, don't know, right? This is totally, I would say, wait a few months, you'll get it for 50% off.
Yeah, that is 100% me. I'm definitely in that category, right? I do enjoy collecting Marvel Legends, but I have no idea who the fuck these people are.
Silvermane.
So
he's like a what is he, like mafia or something?
I don't know. He looks like RoboCop with the visor off.
Well, they put him out before. He was packed in with Speed Demon, but he was just a head on a RC car. You remember that thing? That Speed Demon sat around for years. I don't know if you remember that.
Dude, I don't. Dude, I'm starting to think like you made some images just to troll me because I have no idea what any of this stuff is, man.
No, look, this is going to be a horrible show. Apologies to everyone here.
It's right. Marvel comic deep dives were never my thing, man. Marvel Legends enthusiast though. I love collecting the line, but I usually collect characters that I know, and that means something to me, and that's just that's not any of this.
Dude, Silvermane doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. I was going to try to look really smart, like I know who Silvermane is, and then read his Wikipedia.
Just start spouting off wiki facts, like you had him upstairs the whole time.
Let me turn this channel into Toy Galaxy. Yesterland Toys, thank you for the super chat. He says, "Oh, you're doing Marvel tonight. I'm out. Just kidding. Just spreading some wealth tonight. Thank you, Neil. Very much appreciated."
That's awesome.
All right, yeah, Silvermane. He's on that old Ultron buck. Looks like there's some new parts. The arms in particular. Those legs are definitely reused from the old Ultron. Do you remember that thing? Came in a multi-pack, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Please, someone come on here and help me out.
Dude, I don't know what to say. Dude, this announcement was a snooze fest, man. Like,
now look, I like this box set. I'm just going to let it be known. I like this box set. I like my Spider-Man Rogues. I want to fill out that shelf. I still got a lot of room. It's like a 6-foot long shelf, right? And it's getting full, but I got room for these brand new, never before made characters. He's coming with Bishop's gun. This is that rifle looking space weapon came with Bishop, I believe, and then the handgun, I don't know.
Wait, which Bishop? Because the last Bishop that I got, he had more like this shotgun thing going on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cable. That one came with Cable. Cable came with a giant Cable, Rob Liefeld cannon gun thing, and then he came with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, no, Bishop did not come with that. And then the Ultimate Symbiote Spider-Man, which is just on that smaller Ultimate Spider-Man buck, like the kid Spider-Man, and he's a purplish sheen color, which I never really got super into the Ultimate comics, so
Nope.
And you don't know anything.
Yeah, I about
100% useless.
Look, I am out of my depth when it comes to these characters, right? I just know that, what the hell is this?
What?
Sorry, I just got a notification from my computer. Yeah, like I said, this is outside of my wheelhouse, man. So
that's fine. All right, we got a super chat from Blake Quammen. He says, "Think of these box sets as a collection. of obscure figures that didn't fit in any wave for the year. Hasbro snuck in figures that we otherwise would never get, hence the randomness and reuse. Also, what's up, Jeremy and Ryan? What's up, Blake? Thank you very much for the super chat, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
very
awesome,
generous, very generous super chat.
And what's up to you, sir? Thank you.
And yeah, that's a great point. That's why I will never knock something like this. If they're first time in the line characters, I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are collectors out there that want one of every character in the Marvel universe, and this is kind of the only way to get them. Like if you wanted that Razorback, like Robo from the Foosh made a big deal. You know, he wanted Razorback because that character is from Alabama, I think, Arkansas, where Robo's from. So he wanted this Razorback guy with the pig head. We'll see him in a second, but that's the only way you're going to get characters like that. It's either going to be in a box set like this, or it's going to be in a wave with a Build-A-Figure piece.
Yeah.
You know, and people are going to be buying that Build-A-Figure piece. But there's a couple people that want that random weird character, and that's how they get it. And then they sit around for 3 years at Target in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm 100% happy for those people. I will enjoy your joy. But I'm just gonna continue to be lost in the weeds about all this stuff. I know that one. That's the Spider-Man right there.
Yeah, with the symbiote suit.
Yeah, but
yeah, you've seen the movies.
I have.
You knew that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Good
for
job.
sure. Thanks, man.
Salvator says, I know like half of the set, but I'm just not interested in them. My Spidey shelves are full to bursting. So I'm kind of a Spider-Man mark. He is my favorite Marvel character.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go back and forth between him and Wolverine. Maybe Daredevil, but yeah, Spider-Man for sure. And I love building out my Spider-Man universe. I would like every version of him. I would like all his villains, even the C, D, Z list characters. I just, this one is a little disappointing because I wish it would have been another obscure villain. And it's not the best Spider-Man body. And once they start giving us pinless stuff, it's like, I want Spider-Man to be pinless. I want him to come with a ton of hands. And I don't think this one will.
Right. Yeah. It's like, once you got a steak, it's hard to go back to being a sausage. You know what I mean?
No, wait a minute. He's got at least one fist and one wall crawling and then 2 whips. So if he has 2 of each, he's got everything. Yeah, he does. So I take that back. He's got all the hands.
Yeah. Yeah, he is on that skinnier buck though. I like the last symbiote one that came out. That's probably my favorite. That buck that it's on is fantastic.
Yeah, that retro Spider-Man. Yeah.
But so let me ask you, as somebody who's super into the character, super into his lore and everything, you were asking for one more obscure villain, right? If you could take one of these figures out and replace it with another obscure villain, who would it be?
I would take out the Spider-Man, obviously.
Yeah.
And I would actually go to the more cartoon world, and this is a pipe dream, they'll probably never make him, but Smythe. Remember Smythe? He worked with Kingpin. He was in the hover chair. He became monstrous in the series. I'll take that as a no. You don't remember.
This was a cartoon?
Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s.
Oh, I didn't even know they had that.
You did watch that show, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that show. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna was this advertised as a villain's wave?
No, this is a box set. It's advertised as a box set.
I'm sorry,
a Spider-Man box set.
Okay, so I guess if they had advertised it as a villain's box set, then yeah, it would 100% make sense to yank Spidey out of there.
Last year they did a Wolverine box set, and it was Wolverine with no shirt, and then a bunch of Wolverine villains.
Mm-hmm.
This year it looks to be a Spider-Man version of that. So, Alistair Smythe. Thank you, Blake. Yes, that was his first name, Alistair Smythe. The Connect says, so 3POA podcast, when is your real co-host getting here? Actually, Bobby was going to come, but he just texted me, and he is way too tired, and he forgot. Look, you guys are ordering too many Action Force figures. There's too many figures to box up at Valverse headquarters. Stop buying them.
Yeah, it's really all of y'all's fault. If y'all weren't buying the hell out of that product, then Bobby could be here right now. So
stop buying those figures so that Bobby can be here.
Nobody to blame but yourselves, honestly.
I'm kidding. No, go buy them. All right, so they revealed this box set. Pre-order is Tuesday, and I think it's going to be 130.
Really?
I do, yeah. Because if you do 25 each, it's 125, right?
Right.
But we know prices are going up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be 130. Maybe we'll get lucky. It'll be a little bit under. Who knows?
Is it going to be a windowless box?
Well, no, it's coming from Amazon. It's going to be in a box. I think I have pictures of the box somewhere.
Okay.
There it is. There's the box. Love the artwork. Artwork's very nice.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. I might have to cut that out and never put it up. Just throw it in the garage somewhere. Like I've done with pretty much all the other box set artwork.
Dude, I like their boxes, man. That new I like that donkey faced man. Thank you, Jason.
He's talking about you, right?
Yeah, he must be.
Okay.
No, what I was saying was the that 90s cartoon X-Men wave. All of those boxes are great, man, with the retro VHS look to them. When you put them all together on a shelf, it looks really cool, man.
Is that what you did
with my boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I only got the Wolverine. I didn't want the rest because I open everything, and so I'm not going to spend $30 for a box because the figures weren't, to me, they weren't great.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. But yeah, I'm going all in on that one, with the exception of probably a few characters. But I'm having a good time with it.
And there they are. That's a big box.
It's a big box.
Maybe they're just two smaller humans.
Is it forced perspective?
Yeah. So there is the box set. And then they got into a second Disney Plus wave, which I don't know about you, but there's very little I've liked from any Marvel Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I was intrigued by WandaVision for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes I was intrigued. And then I was out. I caught up what I needed to know on a 10-minute catch-up, video on YouTube. But yeah, this isn't going to be for me either, man.
I actually like him as a classic comic book Loki because he looks perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Might pick this one up, but they're going with a second Disney Plus wave. They're throwing in some what-if figures, primarily zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Got right here, Zombie Captain America. It's the Mark 85.
Yeah, that would be Iron Man.
Yeah, Mark 85 Iron Man armor as a zombie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, they said that like a rib is sticking out of the armor somewhere, because this is mostly a repaint with a new head.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But there's like some ripped armor there. I guess that's supposed to be his forearm bone or something sticking out. And then he has a rib bone sticking out somewhere, but I couldn't see it.
Okay. Sure.
Maybe that's it right there. You can barely see it.
Oh, I like the head sculpt on it. I do have that. Speaking of Disney Plus wave stuff, I do have that zombie cap, and I did get both versions of Captain Carter as well. Those are pretty dang cool, man.
Yeah, it's fine. Here's the thing though. I got the zombie cap, right? I'm not going to keep going with zombies.
Yeah.
Not from the MCU.
Okay.
Maybe Marvel Select will bring back their zombie figures. I don't know if they're allowed to. We'll see. They brought back the Watcher, and I did finally get the Marvel Select Watcher.
That's awesome, man.
After like 15 years after it was originally released.
Yeah.
So that's great. I have a proper comic book Watcher now.
Actually, that Watcher was the Build-A-Figure for that first What If wave, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's an MCU Watcher. It doesn't look right.
Okay.
It doesn't look like this. He had a much smaller head.
It doesn't have an orange bulbous head.
Yeah, he was orange. His head wasn't big enough, in my opinion. Suit wasn't right. So I like this one, Uatu. Zombie cap. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need it. That's where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do with the rest of the zombies because I'm enjoying them. I think they look cool together. They announced Wanda too, right?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
There she is.
Oh, there we go.
Wanda. Now that head sculpt is crazy. Like that's cool, man.
Yeah, the hair and everything.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Good luck getting her to stand because the regular Wanda without that hair is hard to stand. She's always falling off the shelf.
Well, I mean that's going to depend on the legs too. I mean, look at the.
It's a reuse of that body.
Is it?
Yes.
Dang. Okay.
Totally. Don't question me. Never question me.
Well, like 2 picks ago, you called Iron Man Captain America, so you should honestly just shut up.
No, I didn't. I said I got the Captain America. I don't need the Iron Man.
Okay, I'll clip it and I'll send it to you. It's fine.
Okay, you're probably right. Whatever. I've been.
But you had 2 sips
that you've seen.
Yeah.
I need another drink.
But the head sculpt is really crazy on that, man. I really like the facial expression. I like the hair going everywhere. And maybe with you may have a Wanda figure that you can actually articulate the head with because the hair won't be like stuck to the shoulders and you can only really move it like that.
Mm-hmm. Looking crazy. Ooh, looking evil.
Yeah, but look at that exaggerated pose that they've got her in to stand her up though.
I mean, they're not known for posing there at the Hasbro Photoshop. I mean,
dude, that Moon Knight from the booth they did.
The stanky leg Moon Knight.
Stanky leg.
Yeah.
I could have swore they ripped that right out of your display room because of that horrible posing job. Right?
I will kill you. I shouldn't say that on YouTube.
Yeah. Algorithm's gonna pick that up pretty quick.
Be quick about it.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
You don't get to say hi. Demonetized having kids on this stream.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't have one of these, so
he does, actually. He does.
No,
he won't wear it to school though. I'm like, hey, wear the 3POA hat to school. He's like, no, Dad.
I thought his was the one that I stole while I was at your house.
I had 2 more. There's only 6 of those hats exist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right? Limited run. I'm taking offers right now. Buyer pays shipping.
Yeah. So a very Medusa-esque looking zombie Wanda. I think it's cool. But like I said, I have so many action figures now. I'm not going to settle for something I don't really want. I would prefer Marvel comic zombies. And even though Marvel Select scales slightly bigger, they have much less articulation. If they re-release their zombie stuff, I think I'd be in. Because it was like chef's kiss. And I kicked myself for passing up on it 10, 15 years ago. It's been a long time. I don't remember. But
yeah, those are always the worst ones, man. Those ones that you're still thinking about.
Like this Watcher. Back in the day, I saw this Watcher like one time at the comic shop. And then they disappeared. Right? And they didn't bring him back for a decade.
Yeah.
And this thing was selling for like $200-$300. I saw it at a toy shop up in Vancouver, Canada. At Toy, I don't know, the big one that everyone knows about.
Toys R Us? They still have Toys R Us.
No, Toy Traders. Crazy store. But they were selling one for like $280.
That's absolutely wild. But awesome. Kudos to you for staying strong, holding out,
I can't pay that much for one 6 or 7 inch action figure. I can't do it unless it says Mezco on the box. All right.
Then all bets are off.
Yeah. They are re-releasing this Red Skull with a new head. This one was packed in with the Tesseract. This Tesseract. Back in 2018. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. That was the only way to get this body. But they put on a What If like animated looking head. And he was in one episode of What If, I believe, with the Captain Carter episode.
Yeah, it was that one if I'm not mistaken. Cool
What'd
figure.
you think of the series? Did you like the series?
I did. I enjoyed that. I really did.
The standouts for me, of course, they wanted to set up every character. before the big finale. But the last Ultron was in the last 2 or 3 episodes. That was some of the best Marvel animated ever, in my opinion. Like that story, that was really cool. Some of the individual character episodes I didn't care for at all. But so Red Skull, and then Jimmy Woo.
I kind of want that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. Like I'm in on this one, and I get that the jacket is not the Ant-Man 2 jacket, but I don't care. Like he will go on my Ant-Man 2 display, and I will be happy. I like this a lot.
Yep. I definitely like that one a lot too.
Likeness is a little soft, not quite there, but hopefully the final product will look much better.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a Dillinghammism. Thank you very much, Brian, for the $2.
Brian Dillingham.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Jimmy Woo. And then the Build-A-Figure. I saw a lot of people coveting this Khonshu Build-A-Figure. I think it looks great. Don't really care about it that much.
Same. I'm in the exact same boat. Figure looks great. Absolutely great. But if I gave a shit about the show, I would probably want it, but I didn't, so I don't.
You know what it is about where the MCU is at now? It's like stuff starts off pretty strong. Like I liked WandaVision the first few episodes.
Yep.
I liked Moon Knight the first few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just fall into the big CGI monster battle at the end.
Yep.
It gets so like I thought they were going to do something new and weird with Moon Knight, and it started off that way, but it ended with big CGI monster battle, and I'm completely bored by it.
Yeah, and it's really what I don't understand is traditionally when you watch a television show, the first episode is always the worst, right? The pilot episode is always the weakest, Oh,
the first episode of Seinfeld is horrible.
Yeah, but then the show progressively gets stronger and stronger, and you get farther into it. But yeah, these Marvel shows are doing the exact opposite of that, where the first episode of Moon Knight was like, damn, like that was really cool. But then you get to like episode 5 and you're like, yeah, I just don't care. And I think some people didn't even make it that far.
I loved Oscar Isaac in the role. I thought he was great.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it would have been a movie. I think superheroes and Star Wars need to be big budget. And I know The Mandalorian worked, right? That's a product of good writing and good directing.
Mm-hmm.
But Smallville, great concept. Worked for 2, maybe 3 seasons, right? Once you have superpowers, it's got to be big budget. It's got to be big on the screen. It's this little stuff. It's just not working for me. I get so bored, and I just see this poor CGI. And even like the poor CGI is working its way into the movies too. You can tell they're cutting budgets because they're not making as much money as they were pre-Endgame.
Right. Yeah, and that's honestly what I wish they would do with the streaming service. I wish they would stop making these 8-episode shows and just do a fucking movie, right? Like instead of stretching it out that far and trying to stretch one story, over 8 episodes, give us something cool for 2 hours. Give us like a cool movie, and even if it is on the streaming service and it's not summer blockbuster quality. At least, like, I don't know, it would probably be better than what they're doing now, honestly.
Yeah, it's just, it feels too drug out, and
yeah,
I don't know. That's not to say it could never work. Like, I think Daredevil worked for, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Daredevil worked out. Punisher didn't work out for me in the second season.
I think I watched 2 episodes.
Yeah, Punisher barely worked for me the first season.
Yeah.
So, and I was struggling. Like I was struggling at the end, and I was watching it because I was forcing myself to. So,
I mean, he has such a simple arc.
Mm-hmm.
And when you watch Punisher, you want to see the Punisher being the Punisher. You don't need to drag out his whole backstory. And I don't know. It's just like give him some guns, have him shooting some mob bosses,
Yeah,
getting his revenge. You know, it doesn't
that's
have to
it.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here for the violence. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm here for the violence.
Yeah. All right. So Khonshu, I think it looks great. Personally, I'm not gonna. You know, if this wave ends up on deepdiscount.com for $6-7 a figure, I'll get it. Just like I did the Build-A-Wing wave.
Which one?
The Falcon Captain America, where you build the wings, the Build-A-Figure. They were all like $6-7 on deep discount. I was like,
Nice.
Okay, I'll finish the wave then. For that price.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Okay, Blake Quammen says Jessica Jones season 1 was amazing, and it's unpopular, but I have to agree. I really like Jessica Jones season 1. Like Jessica Jones season 1, Daredevil season 1, Luke Cage season 1, kind of. The end again was like that corny freaking fight with him and what was his name? Diamondback? Was it Diamondback?
Dude, I don't even remember.
And then Iron Fist was just a train wreck.
That was the one that was like the worst of all of them.
And then Defenders was a train wreck. It was just so bad. It's like,
yeah.
But I will say I really liked Jessica Jones season 1 with Purple Man. That was
that was cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, Khonshu, Build-A-Figure. Are we already at the last one? Wow, I think they revealed more. Maybe, I don't know. This is Turg the Moloid, Future Foundation. They tease this, but he won't be sold alone. Who do you think he'll be coming with? And there's options here.
I don't know, Ryan. I don't know, Ryan. Why don't you just tell me who it is? Because I don't know.
I think he could probably come with Mole Man, or maybe they're going to start doing the Future Foundation team. You know, they'll give us like 4 of the characters and never finish it, like every other team almost.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come with.
Go ahead.
Maybe he'll come with a Future Foundation Spidey or Fantastic Four or something. But I would think maybe he'll come with Mole Man. We're overdue for a Mole Man. It's been a long time.
The last one was.
It was Hasbro, but it was like early Hasbro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So over a decade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll see.
Actually, no. Was it Toy Biz? Was it? Maybe it was Toy Biz Fantastic Four Classics. Not. I don't remember.
Dude, I thought it was a super early Hasbro.
It was okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
that's always a possibility.
You usually are.
It's happened once or twice, man.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's all the reveals they had today. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something because that wasn't very much. But I think I got.
There wasn't much.
Yeah, it's kind of a. See, I don't get like. I know that they went online exclusively with their reveals and everything because of COVID, right? Are you there?
I'm still here.
Are you picking your nose? What's going on?
I wouldn't turn off the camera for that.
Okay. But it just seems like everything is like you used to watch. There used to be like 2 or 3 like big drops. Like here's what's coming out, guys, and it was like Toy Fair, San Diego Comic-Con, and then they do something around New York Comic-Con.
Yep.
And now it's like every 2-3 weeks they have these mini streams and they reveal a couple. I wish it would just go back to like 3 big events a year.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I guess that kind of caveats off of the conversation we were having about too many of these shows and not enough, like movies, like big things. Because little stuff like this just it's just not interesting.
Yeah. Sal says you blasted through everything because you wanted to end the stream. I mean, it is Jeremy after all. Yeah.
It is.
And then Drew G said most of the reveals were recaps. They did recap a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And man, there's a lot of re-releases. Like the Black Panther wave is all re-released. But they went through the new Black Panther wave, which I'm out on the MCU stuff. Unless I can fit it into my other shelves.
I don't. The only thing that I have MCU that's on display, I have that Marvel Select Falcon cap from the show. And that's the only thing MCU that I have on display. Period. Like I'm completely out of all that stuff.
Yeah, I have like every Marvel Legend pre-Endgame.
Okay.
And the Spider-Man stuff. But after Endgame, I was kind of like, that was such a good ending. Can we just like maybe reboot now and do it like animated? I think I'd prefer animated MCU.
That would be interesting too. Or I don't know, just do some other stuff after that. Like I'm really, like Captain America and the New World Order that's coming up and the rest of this stuff. I'm just not excited about it, dude. Like honestly,
no.
If they would have just pulled the plug on that for a while, right? Put a pin in it, right? Let's knock out like 2 really, really cool Fantastic Four flicks or something,
Yeah.
Just kind of, I don't know, shake it up a little bit.
But look, yeah, we had over 10 years of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, right? And it was great, right? They didn't. It wasn't the tip of the iceberg. The Iron Man stories they could tell, and same for Captain America,
right?
There's a lot more stories, a lot more villains they never got to fight. If they did an expansive animated MCU universe, it could go on forever. Right? I mean, you could have, voice actors will come and go, but there's voice actors that are really good at imitation. It's not like Mark Hamill's the only one that can ever play Joker. Yeah, he's good. He was good for a long time, but they could bring someone else in that sounds like him, and it'll be fine.
Yeah,
it's not like seeing Tom Cruise step in as Iron Man after Robert Downey Jr. It would never work, or anyone else for that matter. Yeah,
I think like in a lot of the video games and stuff. I think with a lot of the old LucasArts video games, I don't think James Earl Jones was ever doing Darth Vader's voice.
He wasn't.
That stuff. Yeah, it was always like voice actors and stuff. But I mean, it didn't take you out of the immersion of the game or anything. So yeah, it's just like you were saying with the MCU. I'm out. I'm kind of checked out. It was too much. Well, it's getting to be too much, right? Looking at the release schedule of all the stuff that's coming out. So, and it's stuff that was like after the prime time that I was actually reading comics, right? So I know Ironheart is coming. I know there's a character named Riri Williams, and I know nothing about her.
I know they did a really good figure of her. Like it's really well engineered. It looks really good, but that's about all I know.
Yeah, and I saw the figure and I thought it looked really cool, but I have no connection to the character, so I didn't shell out the $20 way back when a Legend was $19.99.
Right.
I didn't shell out the $20 for it.
Don't you? And I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need this no more.
Okay. Don't
you think? As much as I like live action superheroes, and I do, it's very limiting into like the storytelling that they can do, even with as good as CGI is now. Even though you can tell when they start cutting budgets because CGI's been crap lately in the MCU.
Oh, like that nonsense from the Black Widow movie?
Oh, and writing too. If you want to talk about Black Widow, writing and CGI.
Yeah, that thing was just a train wreck all over, man.
I just think the way forward is animation. I mean, they'd save a lot of money, I think, at least on talent.
Yeah.
Voice actors are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't even have to be in continuity with the MCU, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
in the MCU at Endgame.
Right.
It's done. That was a good ending. Great. It was a great 10, 12 years, whatever it was. Reboot as an animated universe. They can do it in whatever style. The What If style is fine. I'd prefer like the Bruce Timm DC universe style. Like I love, like Justice League Unlimited. That would be great.
That was really cool. I really like the animation style for that Batman versus TMNT. Obviously that DC one.
That was awesome.
Actually, I have that entire line like right there. You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Mine is right there.
Yeah,
it's dark. I don't have those lights on.
That movie was great. The figures were great. I liked all that. But that's kind of always been the thing with Marvel and DC though, is that Marvel tends to get it right live action. Right?
Yeah.
DC always tends to get it right animation, right? And they never flip flop. That's been my observation.
Unless it's Batman.
What do you mean?
DC gets live action Batman right. Not always, but you got the Christian Bale movies. Say what you want. I think Affleck was the right choice. Putting bad movies, and the newest Robert Pattinson. I like that one.
That was pretty good. Yeah. The rest of the Snyder stuff that's going on though, I could. Yeah,
I could let that go. Hopefully, this new guy they got in there that's canceling everything. He said he's got a 10-year plan, right? to make a DC movie universe.
Yeah,
like the MCU. It's like, all right.
Yeah, look, I'm down for it. I definitely want to see what you got.
Look, someone has to do something because whatever DC had going on is not working, and they got to get rid of Ezra Miller. In fact, I think is he in jail? They caught him.
Dude, he just it was on the 8th. He got hit up for burglary in Delaware or something. No, it was Vermont.
Vermont?
Yeah.
At his cult house.
I have no dude. I read something about that, man, and it was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, dude is weird.
So yeah, he's got to go. For freaking sure. Like he's got to go. I don't know if they could do like a Flashpoint, right? To try to reset everything, you know?
Yeah,
like they did when they were coming into the new 52.
I think that was the point of this new Flash movie. That was delayed a year, and now I don't know if it's coming out, but I think that was supposed to be like the Flashpoint, like reset everything with Michael Keaton. And
spoiler alert, it ain't coming.
Yeah, well, they haven't officially said it, but they canceled They canceled Supergirl. And they canceled Batgirl. And they can't. Well, they didn't cancel the new Shazam. That's still coming out, right?
Yeah. That one.
Black Adam is still coming out.
Black Adam's still coming.
They canceled HBO Max TV shows they were going to do, like Penguin. I got the axe. They axed.
I didn't hear about Penguin.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Colin Farrell playing Penguin in the show. They cut that. They basically cut almost everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they cut the John Cena guy. John Cena is the Patriot, or?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I still haven't seen the show. He was in Suicide Squad 2, and they cut Doom Patrol. That one's got the axe. I never watched that one either.
Yeah, I could live without that.
Peacemaker. Thank you, Prime, to the first. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Prime? Prime's here. Did he bring the beef? All right. Yeah. Peacemaker. I still haven't watched that.
But you gotta wonder, what the hell was in that Batgirl movie to cause them to say, "Hey, we're 90 mil deep, right? And it's not worth it. We're cutting it." You know.
I don't know.
I'm legitimately curious. It's what members of the board saw what they had done and were like, "Yeah, we're not."
Well, I don't think it's a board. It's just that the Zaslav.
Yeah.
HasLab guy. The Zaslav guy.
Zatanna?
Yeah, he came in. He's like, nope, not doing it. This is so bad, it'll damage the brand. I'm like, look, the DC brand is already pretty damaged.
Oh yeah.
But I don't blame him for for just cutting those movies. But
yeah.
Look. He needs to just bring back Cavill, and I don't care if you call it a reboot. Just give us a good Superman movie. Cavill's a great Superman. He's never had a great script.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts.
I think he's a great actor, and I don't think that he's had a script supplied to him that's actually that he could use his range. Because as Superman, he has two phases: either like blank stare, right, or he does this like thing with his teeth, right? And that's it. That's all the range that's written for him. And I don't think he's really been directed that well either.
And like you said, he's like super hot, especially when he's naked. That's
I said
before the show. You said that word for word. Yeah.
Okay, I have been drinking as well, so I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
Yeah,
you can say that.
I remember the first the Man of Steel movie where you could see his chest hair curling over the top of the super suit. You remember that?
I wasn't looking, but
they did close-ups on it like 3 times.
I remember when he comes out to the Soundgarden music and it's just like bare chested, and at first I was like, "Oh, that's not me. Oh, that's."
Yeah. But yeah, he's great. But yeah, revamp everything. Get back to some more traditional suits, right? More comic book looking, costumes and stuff, and yeah, I think that would really help out with the aesthetic.
I think that if they brought back Cavill, they could even bring back Affleck. I didn't hate him as Batman. I thought he was good. And then hire the people that are writing the DC stuff in the animated shows, right? Like, I don't know what their names are, but whoever did Justice League Unlimited, bring those guys in.
Yeah.
And say, hey, write us some live action movies. Here's your Superman. Here's your Batman. Start with that. Then you do an Aquaman movie. Momoa's fine.
Wasn't that Dan Jurgens that wrote that?
I don't know. Maybe.
For some reason, I want to say it was either Dan Jurgens or Peter Tomasi, but I'd have to look that up.
But anyway, yeah, the stuff was good.
Yeah. Just restart it. I think those actors are fine. Do not bring back Ezra Miller as Flash. He wasn't good as Flash before he went off the deep end.
No.
That was not Barry Allen.
Mm-mm.
Like, was that a Snyder decision?
I don't know. I didn't understand the blue Speed Force around him instead of it being yellow.
Well, that's not Barry Allen's personality. That's not who Barry Allen is.
Right. I'm just saying that there
was a lot of other things about the character that I just didn't get.
They got it better in the Flash TV show with Grant Gustin.
Yeah.
That was closer to a Barry Allen if he was on a teenage drama soap opera.
All of that CW stuff is lost on me. I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah. No, actually, the first season of Flash was really good.
Yeah.
I got to say, it was really good.
But
then it became more, Berlanti villain of the week trash.
So my wife got super into those CW teenage superhero soap operas, right? And she started sounding like me, like back during like the New 52 and Flashpoint and everything.
Oh.
After a while, when all those shows started crossing over with one another, and she's like, "I missed an episode of Arrow, so now I don't know what's going on with Flash over here." You know what I mean? And then I missed 2 episodes of Supergirl, so I don't know what's happening with this. I'm like, yes, that was the New 52 in a nutshell, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd pick up the new issue of Superman. It's like, if you'd like to know how Superman got here, pick up Green Lantern #3, Flash #4. It's like, no thanks.
I never really read much of New 52.
Yeah.
It was like Flashpoint was good, and then that led into New 52. But then when Rebirth rebooted New 52, that's like, there were some good stories in there again.
Yeah. Rebirth
was a lot better than New 52. But anyway, we went off the rails there for a little
bit. Speaking of stories, were we going to talk about Prey?
Are you hosting this show or am I?
I was asking a question.
Yeah.
Was I making a demand or was I asking a question?
You are not allowed to ask questions. How about that?
Okay, so that one I will ignore. I will not be abiding by that rule whatsoever.
Yeah. You want to? I want to talk about Prey. That's why in the thumbnail I put Arnold Schwarzenegger. I did have the Comanche warrior princess Naru.
Yeah,
I had her in the thumbnail too, but it just, I couldn't get it right. So I was like, you know what? Arnold looks great. I'm just going to leave him in there. And we're going to talk about Prey. Yeah. How cool would it? This could never happen. But bring back Arnold for another Predator movie. I don't care how old he is. I just want to see him in the jungle yelling, shooting stuff. Come on. It's corny, stupid one-liners.
Yeah, I could do it without Arnold. I made a Facebook post.
He could have Pedro Schwarzenegger in there with him, his sidekick.
Excuse me. I made a Facebook post about my thoughts on Prey that led to an interesting DM that I got, and I'm not going to call anybody out about it, but I thought that the movie was just like, I think what I said was it feels like an unlicensed YouTube fan film, like a 10-minute little Batman short or something.
What? What did you say?
I said it feels like an unlicensed YouTube
listen.
fan film.
I liked the movie, and that's going to get me a lot of hate, and I don't care. I thought the movie was good. There's a lot of complaints that it's woke, right? That she's a Mary Sue, just like Rey Skywalker. I didn't really get that at all. I didn't think she was a Mary Sue. I felt she was raised her whole life, right, in the Comanche culture to know how to fight. Even though they were giving her a hard time about wanting to be a hunter, she was still training to be a hunter. She didn't just show up and download the Force from Kylo Ren and just was perfect at everything.
Right.
So
no, she fails multiple times.
She fails a lot.
Yeah.
She gets her ass handed to her.
Yeah.
Right. And that makes for a better character. It's more relatable and more realistic. Right? Because humans, we're flawed, we fail.
Right.
Okay. No one is like Rey Skywalker. Nobody. That's
no, God,
not relatable to anyone.
Her midichlorian count must be through the roof.
I mean, that's all. She doesn't have blood. She just has midichlorian.
It's just straight midichlorian in those veins, baby.
So
no, what I liked about her was that she did fail multiple times, right? But the thing about the character was she was extremely observant. And she was, she would kind of look at what's going on, and she would learn fast, So to the writer's credit, I did appreciate that. And look, I'm not going to go down the woke, Mary Sue nonsense, because I think we've hit the saturation level for that now. To where the terminology it just doesn't mean the same thing anymore.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Thanks to some big YouTube channels that took it too far.
Right. It's like every time they see a female on screen, woke, matriarchy. Shut up.
Yeah.
But I think the premise was fine. I like going back in time, and all that, and I just think that the execution was a little bit clunky.
Sure, yeah, it wasn't a perfect movie. Now, I said I don't think I said it publicly, but in a group chat, I said it was the second best Predator movie. Which, keep in mind, that's not saying much, because even though I like Predator 2. Predator 2 is not a great movie.
It's a guilty pleasure, for sure.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, I'm here for the violence, right?
Go ahead.
I'm not here for the character arc. I'm not here for the story arc. I'm here for the violence, right? I want to see dudes firing crazy machine guns into the forest and all that stuff.
And I want to say, even though I liked Predators, the one with Adrian Brody, he gets dropped off on the alien planet.
Oh, my long lost brother.
How are you at piano?
Some have referred to me as a pianist.
Yeah. I felt that it's still better than that movie, even though I do like that movie Predators with Adrian Brody. Predators is not a great movie.
No. It did have some cool, expansive lore stuff in it, right?
Come on, man, that samurai.
Yeah.
The dude with the sword fighting, that was cool.
I like the lore stuff about it. I just I had this feeling, like right after I watched the movie and thinking about the Predator that was in Prey versus Predators that we've seen before. And I just think it's like he's like the fuck up kid.
I think he was inbred. Did you see his face?
Yeah.
His face was different. He didn't look like a real predator. He was an inbred predator, a little slow. He wasn't all there.
Like, right? I don't think the Predators are sending their best.
I mean, that Predator made some really stupid decisions.
Yeah, I keep thinking about Bill and Ted, right? Yeah. I keep thinking about Ted's dad. Like, hey, if you don't pass Predator school, if you don't go down to this planet where they're essentially still throwing sticks at each other and come back with something cool, you're going to the military academy, and he's like, way bogus. And then, he comes down to Earth and just, gets his ass handed to him. But yeah.
Matthew Madsen said I had a bad take. What's my bad take? On Predators or on Prey?
That you liked it?
Oh, he says Predators was good, probably the second best. I do like Predators.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's like. I don't think it's. I like Predator 2 more.
Yeah.
I would put Predator, but look, we're at the point now where I can kind of say that might be partially nostalgia, like good memories of getting that VHS.
Oh, for sure.
Predator 2 and watching that. I mean, I enjoyed Predators, but I just don't. I mean, come on, the whole that 70s show guy thing. It was, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's definitely playing a part in that is nostalgia, right, for the IP. I think the end could have been cooler. I think if they would have done this thing, because when she blasted him with that ball and cat pistol in the back of the head and knocked his helmet completely off, right?
And by the way, she wasn't like this little girl who just went out and killed a predator.
Right.
Like her brothers were out there, and they were Comanche warriors, and they wounded that guy bad, dude.
So yeah, by the time it was time for the final confrontation, he was already jacked up, right? Her brother had come on horseback, ran him through with his own spear. Yeah, got a couple of arrow hits on him. He'd already been jacked up by that bear a little bit too. But I think that if she would have had the visor, and then went back to the rest of the village, whatever, and said, hey, look, I've seen him fight. His biggest advantage is seeing at night, and he can't do that now, right? And then they would have all came out there and just like Kevin McAllister the shit out of the wood line. You know what I mean? Just like it's like just like setting up and then like you get him in a net or something, right? And he's subdued. And then the rest of the Comanche warriors just in full camo, just in the trees, they pop out, they start plugging him with arrows. Dude,
I just love the look of the Comanche, with their bow and arrow. It just looks so cool to see them fighting the predator. Yeah. The whole French like fur trader guys, that was kind of awkward. Like,
well, I think they needed that for the cap and ball pistol for the tie back to Predator.
I mean, they were like over the top. Like, they tried really hard to make you hate these guys because they were just like evil. They were just like horrible dudes.
Yeah, they're kind of the worst.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it was just like smoke was everywhere. I'm like, where'd all this smoke come from? When they were in there fighting like the French fur traders and the Predator was coming in and out killing them.
Yeah,
I was like, was there like a forest fire nearby? Like, where did this? did the fog just drop in?
I didn't notice that, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, you're right.
Canuck says, "Look, it's okay to be wrong." 3 POA podcasts multiple times on your own podcast. I know it's okay. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Nobody's saying that we can't fail. We just haven't yet.
And then Sal says, hot take from Sal, I think Alien vs. Predator is the second best. Love that movie and the lore expansion it gave, really. I like Alien vs. Predator 1. The second one is just, obviously they took it to the next level, like violence-wise, like gore.
Yeah.
But it didn't really do anything for me. I prefer Alien vs. Predator over the second one, Requiem. I think it's called Requiem. But yeah, I like the first Alien vs. Predator. It's stupid. But I like stupid movies. Like Prey. Prey is stupid.
It's dumb fun, and I'm here for the violence, right?
Yeah, dumb fun. And I'm not going to use that phrase, I turn off my brain and watch it. I don't do that. I see the flaws in the movie. Just the fun I'm having with it overpowers the flaws in it, if that makes sense. It kind of like the prequels. Like, I see all the flaws everyone sees. I just like the story and, what George did so much that... Hayden Christensen wasn't a great actor in that movie. Neither was Natalie Portman.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
By any stretch.
Right. But it doesn't ruin the movie for me. I still enjoy it.
Yeah. I think that, so I had read, and I don't know enough about this, right? But I read in a thread today that this new lore with Prey, right, with the with that French ball and cap pistol, like the one that we saw from Predator 2.
Yeah. So someone's gonna have to come back and kill her and take it to give it to Danny Glover.
Right. Or the other Predators come down realizing that they had killed one of theirs, right? And so now she has this she's esteemed within their culture or something.
Oh, so they take her in and she becomes a Predator.
Because there was this weird thing at the end where, no, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
But anyway, that's a possibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
But somebody was saying in the thread today that the new Prey lore cancels out the Predator comic book lore.
All movies will always trump comics.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm not saying the movies will always be better. I'm just saying the IP owners, like whoever owns Predator now, I think it's actually Disney.
I think it is.
They don't care about the comics. They're going to make the movie they want to make.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like those stories will always trump the comic stories, no matter
Yeah.
what. I mean, the MCU, very little of that follows any comic to the T.
Right. It that makes sense too. The Prometheus lore doesn't make sense after watching AVP.
No,
Right? None of it fits together.
yeah. I mean, look at the X-Men movies. They changed every movie almost. Fox didn't care. They're like, no, we're making this movie now. So what if it doesn't fit in with the old movies? Especially when they did X-Men First Class. Like, I mean, all of a sudden, like nothing worked.
Yeah, I never understood that, and I really never understood it, given the fact that Chris Claremont is still alive, right? the most prolific X-Men author of all time, is still alive, and then you're putting together.
Keep talking. I'll be back in a minute.
These really stupid screenplays. I don't know where he's going or how long he's going to be gone. Love Top Gun 2, but it's so unrealistic. Canuck, I completely agree with you. But it was fun. It was a fun ride for me. 60-year-old test pilot. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that a 60-year-old man has what he needs physically in order to go through the rigors of being a test pilot. Greg Finstead, Bad Batch overrode the Rebels comics on Order 66. That's something that I don't know about either. I like when it comes to Star Wars stuff, I am an original trilogy purist. So like the Clone Wars animated stuff, I have no idea. The comic book stuff. The only thing that I got into outside of the original trilogy was the Timothy Zahn, that Thrawn trilogy that he did, which I thought was really, really cool.
How'd you do when I was gone? You ruined my channel?
Yeah, I said a lot of stuff that's going to get picked up by the algorithm. So congrats on getting monetized, but you're going to have to start over, my dude.
Oh, well.
True G, Dragonheart was better. Thank you. Justice
what?
for Dragonheart.
Then what? Then Prey?
Then Prey.
I don't think I've seen Dragonheart since the 90s. So I
just remember it the way it was. Don't go back. Don't revisit that old ground.
Matthew Matson says Gary Busey, Point Break, and Predator 2 are Busey gold.
Bussy.
Greg Busey.
The Bussy.
Utah. Get me two. Yeah, so I don't know. Final words on Prey? Greatest movie ever made.
I wish the ending was a little bit better. I wish that she would, if she was going to ascend, into the warrior ranks and be accepted by the rest of the Comanche warriors, she would have led them into battle, right?
It did end very abruptly, didn't it?
Right, and then she comes back with the Predator head, and it looks like she had a glow stick busted on her. Either that, or she just got done filming an adult scene with the Hulk or something. And so, yeah, I thought that was, I don't know, it did stop really, really fast.
Clark says 6.9 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating.
I just think if she would have done this thing like they did, like speaking of the Mandalorian and good writing, when they go to that farmer village and they teach him how to fight to take on those rebels with the ATST, right?
One of the worst episodes, but yeah.
Or it's, let's just say Three Amigos, right? Remember the Three Amigos?
No, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, they teach the citizens of Santa Poco to take on El Guapo, right?
El Guapo. Yeah, man, I gotta watch that again.
And then all of them fight together, but she leads the fight, right? And that's how she gets her spot within the warrior ranks. That would have been great.
So, do you want to see? I think it's Naru. You want to see Naru come back in a sequel?
I don't really care, but I know what's happening already.
Is it?
Oh,
it's
for
announced?
Sure. No, it's not announced, but it's coming.
Because I would rather them. I like the idea of them going back in time to the 1700s.
Mm-hmm.
Like totally different setting, totally different culture, right? That's cool. How cool would it be if they went back to feudal Japan? And Predator went up against some samurai.
Dude, well, yeah, with the samurai armor that they could do and stuff.
Oh, dude. And like the Predator, they're not just bloodthirsty killers. Like they have honor.
Well, they have rules, which is one of the
right.
Yeah, one of the cool things about that particular 80s monster is that it's not Jason Voorhees. There's rules to it.
Yeah, like at the end of the first Predator, he's like, takes off,
Yeah.
you know, all this extra stuff, and he just hand to hand with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Mhm.
I would love to see a Predator go to feudal Japan, fight some samurai. It'd be dope. It'd be
Yeah, I
killer.
mean, and yeah, you know, and like realize that the class of warrior that they are, you know, like respect them, join the ranks. You
Yeah.
know, can you imagine the Predator's version of Japanese, like you know, like samurai armor and stuff? That would be really, really fun.
Did you see that new Viking movie?
No.
Yeah. What was it called? I watched it on the plane on my way to Joe Fest. Shout out to Sal Vader for giving me the electric download code, whatever it's called.
Nice.
What is that movie called? It was The Northman. Thank you, Clark. Shout out to Clark. You're the man. The Northman. You haven't seen The Northman?
No, I have not.
Okay, Jeremy.
Recommend?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch The Northman. Throw the Predator in that setting.
Oh, with the Vikings?
Oh, that'd be so awesome, dude. Come on.
That would be cool too. It's
I
would
like more of that. That would be. Go ahead.
You could do this thing where like they're going back in time, right? And they encounter the Predator, and like the Predator actually becomes part of like Norse mythology or something like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know, coming from the sky and all that. This great warrior, then you know, and that would be really cool too. I like the samurai idea a lot. I think it would definitely be better than Ninja Turtles 3 with the samurai. So don't tell Sal I said that.
Clark says, eat a bunch of mushrooms and go fight a predator.
No thanks.
Then, there was a lot of hallucinogens in the Northman. And then Greg wanted to let you know that the Northman is on Peacock.
Okay. Oh, cool. So I don't have to pay for it. I've already got Peacock. Awesome. Well, I guess technically I am paying for it, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think I have Peacock, but you can share your password with me.
If you want it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I got it specifically for WWE pay-per-views.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they got rid of the WWE network and then everything went to the Peacock app after that.
We got a super chat here from a good friend of mine. Colossal Customs, thank you very much. He says, take them to Alaska or somewhere covered in total snow and darkness, no heat, to screw with their infrared vision. That's a cool idea. That's one thing I didn't like about Prey. And thank you, Colossal Customs, for that super chat. She took the orange drug, and then he couldn't see her body heat. Remember that? In Prey.
No.
Wasn't it? He couldn't see her in his vision.
Huh.
Isn't that what... Did I miss that? I mean, like, when I watch movies, I'm on my phone half the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, especially with a movie like Prey. I was on my phone for a portion of it. I don't know. I may have to rewatch it. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that if I see it again, it'll click.
Probably not. I think it's a very simple movie. If you watched it once and you didn't like it, I think it's fair to say you didn't like it. You don't have to go watch it again. But it's
not that I didn't like it. I just thought it was fine. It's fine.
Okay.
You know?
And shout out to Colossal Customs. He sent me a Saw Gerrera from the Black Series.
Oh, awesome.
Probably not even probably. I think it's the best Black Series figure in quite a while. I mean, it's so well done. It looks just like Forrest Whitaker. They got the eye right and everything, right?
Lies, deception,
bull gullet. Whenever you get 100% new sculpt Black Series and it's not like a trooper, it's like, wow, this is a great figure. Like Black Series gets sculpts really good. It's just there's so many repaints and so many troopers, it gets boring. But that Saw Gerrera is an excellent figure.
That was from Rogue One, right?
Rogue One, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I mean, I think we covered Prey good enough.
I think so too.
I mean, it's on Hulu. Everyone has Hulu, right? Hulu's free, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'm logged in through. Do you know Marty and Sarah? Marty and Sarah Wrestling Podcast.
Marty and Sarah Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah, Marty and Sarah Love Wrestling.
No,
you know
I don't know
guys?
that one.
They've been on Infinity Equation a couple times. I was on their channel once. He's actually a stand-up comedian, and he's really funny. Check out, check them out on YouTube. They're everywhere. But
Okay.
he gave me his Hulu username and password, so I was able to watch that, and I was able to watch Hit Monkey, which I'm only
Is
like
that
3
cool?
episodes. I've only watched 3 episodes, but it is cool. Yeah, it's worth your time.
All right. Let me check that out. What's the Norseman, right?
Northman.
Northman. Is that a family-friendly affair?
Oh. No.
No? Okay.
No, not unless you want to like raise a couple little Jeffrey Dahmers.
All right. Well, I guess that one will wait till this weekend then.
But I am excited to see that.
Hulu stopped being free like 6 years ago. Really? I don't know. I didn't have Hulu until I had Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And then I guess I had a version of Hulu where you still have to watch commercials, and so Marty hooked me up with his password.
Well, that's cool. I'll have to check them out. I like wrestling podcasts.
Yeah, they're good.
So-
They're good. Dante's been on. Alex has been on from Infinity Equation.
Okay, I may add that to the rotation then.
Okay. Some housekeeping before we end the show. There will be no 3POA podcast this week. Tony is in the midst of working 18 days straight at his job. And I think they're 12-hour days. And we had a death in the family. And Saturday is the funeral. So there will be no 3POA this weekend. However, maybe something Sunday after Articulated Chad. I won't interfere with that. Maybe, I don't know yet. Depends on who I can get to join me. I don't want to do it alone, but it won't be Tony, and I wouldn't probably count on Bobby because it'll be later in the night, and he's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, so I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Maybe a late 3POA podcast after hours. Something like that.
3POA Dark?
3POA Dark. Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah. I know 3POA's been spotty lately. We've been missing a lot of shows, a lot of hosts, but hopefully after this weekend, we'll get back on track, be back at it regularly, and we won't be so sparse. There's Joe Fest, Iconicon, a lot of stuff going on. So I apologize for no 3POA this week. Anything you want to plug besides your stream with Articulated Chad on Sunday night on the Articulated Chad channel?
Yeah, got that coming up. Joe's Talking Joe's. Looking forward to that. Hey, if you are not a customer of Animal Wars of the Kingdom, or you are and you're looking to add additional stuff, I would go over to Big Bad Toy Store right now and get it while you can, because those are going to be coming those are going to be getting shipped relatively soon. So if you wanted to add some of those accessories, the weapons packs, the head packs, the blank troop builders, like all that stuff, I would get it now from BBTS or Hard to Find Toys. Hard to Find Toys has them as well.
And this is called Animal Warriors of the Kingdom?
Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. Yeah.
I got the.
And it's like a Funko Pop type thing or something? Vinyl?
I got the shirt there.
You guys make like Funko Pops or plushies or something?
Yeah, they actually have 2 more points of articulation than most of your Funko Pops do. So,
So 2.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, definitely go get him. Like I said, if you're already a customer and you want to expand the collection, get them while you can.
Yeah.
Get them while you can.
Yep. Get them while you can. And I know the exclusives for Valiverse are going up Friday, I think he said. Check their socials. I already forget. I'm a moron.
Oh yeah, I got those emails today. I meant to take a look at that.
Yeah, the exclusives from Joe Fest will be going up, I think, Friday. I'm pretty sure. But speaking of Valiverse, shout out to Bobby for sending me this awesome belt for my Mezco Joker. Now he's all geared up with all of his butcher tools.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he got these on VC's Toy Box, I believe.
Nice.
Or 5K Toys, one of those. Yeah, it's really cool. It fits in great. So thank you, Bobby, since I won't be seeing you this week on the 3POA. But that's all I got. I appreciate all you guys coming out. If you could, please hit that like button on your way out. That really helps out. If you enjoyed this stream, share the link on social media. Help this channel grow. I'm just going to tease it a little bit if it's okay with you, Jeremy. Just a little tease.
Oh, I like tease.
Is that okay? So it'd be. Is that you
Yeah,
okay with that?
yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
It's a little tease. There might be another regularly scheduled show coming to the 3POA channel very soon. And it may involve someone that looks a bit like Count Chocula.
Yeah, a bit like a pianist.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. And, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Jeremy, thank you so much.
Oh,
Look at
thanks
that.
for having me.
You look good in a trucker hat. You should wear that all the time.
Thanks for having me. Yeah,
man.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm excited for what you got going on with your Funko Pop board game.
I already told you it's 2 more points of articulation than your average Funko Pop. So, you know what I mean? Like the value is through the roof. That was actually something that Jason got to debut at PowerCon last weekend. We had the actual board there for the game. So it was pretty nice. And
I don't want to plug your board game.
Oh, okay.
No,
well,
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It's looking like if everything times itself up perfect, by the time we go to Legions Con, we will have product in hand.
Legions Con in Jersey.
In New Jersey, right?
When is that?
November 5th and 6th. That Saturday and Sunday.
I wonder if I could swing that.
You should come on by.
I got friends in Jersey I could stay with.
Well, I've got a hotel room there too if you need a place to crash. But
no, I would never share a room with you.
But look, if everything lines up the way that it should at Legions Con, we should have product there, and we should have live demos of the game. We'll be able to play.
That sounds really cool.
No, I think it's gonna be a lot of
fun. Thank you, Scuba Pete. He put your Instagram link in the chat, and also your Instagram link to Authority Figure Studios is in the description below. Please hit subscribe. Please hit that like. Please share the link. Thank you, everyone. Jeremy, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.